Now, the Gauteng Human Settlements Department is taking Auditor General Tsakani Maluleke to court. This comes after Maluleke painted a bleak picture of how the province is managing its finances. The AG's office found that 192 million rand was spent irregularly in the province. But the MEC, Maile, says the AG is not being fair about the issues that they've raised. eNCA senior reporter Aviwe Mtila has more on the story, joining us now in the studio. Aviwe, good afternoon. Very interesting development this, some people would argue, but why is the Human Settlements Department of Gauteng province taking the AG to court?
Well, they say that they want the Auditor General's report on the Human Settlements Department in Gauteng to be set under review. They say that they believe the courts can come with a different outcome, given that the AG report gave them a qualified audit opinion, also gave them 80 findings, which also spoke of the 192 million rand that was spent irregularly. Maile, MEC Maile says that, in fact, this is not the case, saying that these are historic issues that were actually dealt with in the previous fiscal years. Also mentioning the burning of the 28 Lisbon building where the offices of the human settlements were, saying that these documents that the AG keeps on wanting were burnt down with the building, given that it wasn't electronic at the time and there were documents that were on paper. In fact, it's a conversation that we had earlier on with MEC Maile on why they actually want to go to court. Let's take a listen to that.
We want the courts, because we think this has got serious implications for the department, even beyond us. We won't be here in the next coming few months, so it's not about us. It's about saying, but apply fair principles. Audit the department on the current information, the current performance, and let's find a way of closing those matters that occurred in 2018 and before, especially where that information can be found. But there must be a way, especially where public money is involved, to ensure that there is no money that has been lost, even if the information it's not there.
But I mean, the building burnt, you said. I mean, there could be other options. I mean, you keep records. There should be some accounting of sorts, but documents can be burnt. But there must be other solutions.
There should be other solutions, given that the building burnt in 2018, and this is the modern era. You know, we're talking about the fourth industrial revolution, where we have the technological advancements. Everything is supposed to be automated, at least at this time. Something that the MEC concede that it's quite bizarre, even having questions on why the building burnt itself. We know those question marks lingering around there, but he did concede that it's bizarre that the building burnt and everything was done on paper, not automated. But going forward, he mentioned how they're now doing things electronically to have those records and documents. In fact, let's take a listen once more to MEC Maile.
Unfortunately, at the time, the information was not saved electronically, and it's I think bizarre. Because, I mean, 2018 it's now. I mean, in a province like ours, ideally we should by then have had systems in place and saved this information. And it could be that it was deliberate, and hence even the building got burnt without actually making unfounded allegations. But I found it bizarre and strange that the information was not kept electronically. But as we have said, now we have created that capacity. All our information, all our contracts are now automated. So if anything was to happen to any of our buildings, there will be no excuse for not providing information.
Okay, it sounds like there's going to be that court matter under review for this report, according to what Maile wants. What's happening next?
So they've sought legal counsel at this stage with Advocate Butler, the same advocate that actually took on the AG's office in Western Cape successfully. So now they're going to head to court. No date has been set yet, but they have already sought legal counsel.
Okay, thank you very much. That's our senior reporter, Aviwe Mtila, on that matter between the Human Settlements Department of Gauteng and the Auditor General's office.